I've been asked by so many people about nail polish and a halal nail polish or a permeable nail polish and what is its ruling. Now, obviously there are companies that are dedicated to doing things. They want to sell their product, and some of them might come up with certain things. They may know, they may not know. It may be okay, it may not be okay. Lately, a few years ago, some companies came up with a nail polish concept that is supposed to be compliant. Compliant meaning perhaps halal. That's the word they used as well. And several other companies have come up with it as well. They say it is permeable. Why is the word permeable used, and why is it so important? We as Muslims need to wash ourselves correctly if we want to be considered upon the level of purity to be able to read salah. And also in order to be able to be protected from the devil and so on. If you're in a condition known as wudu, you have greater protection. If you're in a condition known as ghusl, you have a greater protection. So people ask, should we be in the condition of wudu all the time? The answer is, well, it's good to do that. It's good to be upon that condition because you'll be protected from the devil. Yes, indeed. But then people say, I like to use my nail polish. So a lot of people who use the normal nail polish that's been around for years on end, they know that water doesn't go through that. So in order to be in the condition of wudu or ghusl, you would need water to go through right to the nail. If the water doesn't go right down to that bottom of the nail, then the wudu is not actually valid. So now what would happen is, those who fear Allah, those who are concerned about their salah, those who really want to be protected from jinn and from the evil eye and from Satan and so on, they would make the wudu, they would be in the condition of ablution, and then they would wear the makeup and they would hold that wudu in order for them to be able to pray the prayers that they would need to before the end of the day. Now, if you need to pass wind and you're actually holding it in, it's actually makruh, which means it's detested to hold in. It is unhealthy from a medical perspective and it is wrong. But some people, their nail polish is so valuable for them, they don't mind holding it in. Your eyes become red because I wonder where that gas goes. But anyway, it must be going in, up somewhere because, you know, warm air rises. So it gets in somewhere, it gives you heartburn. It gives you not only heartburn, but the gastric pains and you think you're dying of a heart attack. But you know what? Just don't use that nail polish or just pass the wind and your heart attack will stop. Subhanallah. There is another category of people who just don't use that nail polish because they use henna or they use something else. Permeable or not is besides the point, but they know they're not going to actually compromise their relationship with Allah. They want to fulfill their salah, do the wudu properly. They want to pass wind when needed, obviously respectfully. Respectfully meaning not in public. But at the same time, my dearest sisters and mothers, now they came with some nail polish they said is permeable. So I didn't comment about it because I don't know. I mean, I didn't test it. I didn't check it out. People started saying, oh, it's permeable, use it. Have you tested it? Have you checked it? Do you know? Do you not know? I was quiet because obviously I'm not qualified to address a matter. What if it is permeable? But what if it isn't permeable? So I received messages from people who worked for the company telling me it is not permeable. It's just a gimmick. It is not. They did the coffee test and another test and this test and that test. And you know what? People working in the company told me it was a lie. And they said, we work in the company, we marketed the thing, and actually, what should I do when I know that it's wrong? And I told them, look, if you know something, then you have to speak according to what you know. Don't lie to the people. However, let's still give them the benefit of the doubt. We don't know. I still don't know. Recently, there's another company that some of my friends and even some family members and others have told me, no, it's permeable. You got to put less than 2 quarts and then you have to wash it under the water about 6-7 times. You got to, and then sometimes it gets stuck on the side of the nails. They say then it becomes permeable and not. I have one answer. My beloved sisters, my beloved mothers, those of you who love nail polish, I want to ask you a simple question. I don't know whether it is permeable or not. I will never be able to know. You don't know either. Trust me, it's very difficult to know. I want to ask you a question. Do you really love Allah? Do you really want your relationship with Allah to be there? Do you really want to fulfill your salah on time? Do you want to be protected from the jinn and the devil and so on by being in the condition of wudu or by being clean and so on? Well, I want to tell you, there's a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ that says, Inna al-halala bayyin wa inna al-harama bayyin. Halal is very clear, haram is very clear. And in the middle, there are certain things that are not clear to many people. You won't know them. In the middle, there is a little gray area. So some would know, some will not know. Maybe a lot might not know. The hadith says, فَمَنِ اتَّقَى الشُّبُهَاتِ فَقَدْ اسْتَبْرَأَ لِدِينِهِ وَعِرْضِهِ. What a powerful wording. Whoever stays away from the gray area has protected themselves and their deen completely. And whoever falls in it was willing to fall into haram. So they've fallen into haram. That's what the hadith says. وَمَنْ وَقَعَ فِي الشُّبُهَاتِ وَقَعَ فِي الْحَرَامِ. 1 inch of paint on your nails, is that more important than your link with Allah? If it is, well, you've chosen. And if Allah is more important than 1 inch of paint on your nails, then you know what? Use an alternative. Or use something that you can remove totally and gone. But you don't need to risk your relationship with Allah in order to achieve 1 inch of paint on your nails. It's too big a risk for such a small little thing. Just have clean, beautiful, lovely nails and that's it.